Hello everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are here for the Logan-Rogersville versus New Heights Christian Academy boys high school soccer game. Logan-Rogersville, the district champions from a season ago. The New Heights Cougars have joined their district. This will be a good challenge for the Cougars. Ben Schumacher will not be playing tonight. He's still nursing that ankle injury. Nixon Meningus feeling comfortable in his new home at right, attacking mid. Kason Hamlin playing the number 9 striker. Hamlin did a nice job last game working with his back to the goal. See if he can distribute the ball. Had a real nice through ball into Clevenger in the first half of Tuesday's game against Joplin. Jackson Dunaway as the center attacking mid, Lucas Nangle and Brandon Schumacher as the defensive mids. Justin Boney, Max Anredder, Evan Horton, and Ruben Brake across the back line. And Rush Stewart in the goal for the Cougars, wearing his matching purple to the Logan-Rogersville purple. All right, we're underway. Ball played in, headed away by the Wildcats. Nangle on the ball over to Dunaway. Dunaway trying to possess. Number 7, Bevchek, plays it down the line. Horton's there to clear before Brooks Witt, the freshman, is able to get to it. And it will be a throw-in for the Wildcats. Number 11, that's Galal, the senior, takes the throw in. Bevchek plays it with his left across the frame, and Anredder has to clear it out the end line. Corner kick for the Wildcats. Had a little trouble getting the clock started, so we are just matching up now. 38:54 on the official clock. We have it running now. Corner kick here on the near side for the Wildcats. Low ball in. Cougars able to steal into the counterattack. Meningus there, plays it over the top for Hamlin to chase. Kason Hamlin, good shoulder contact to get to the ball. Cleared away by number 29, that's Standifer, the sophomore. And it's a throw-in for the Cougars as they're able to switch the field. Titus Clevenger over in the corner to take the throw. Plays it into Dunaway into the corner. Being defended by number 4, that's Ryan Hart, the senior. Clevenger across the middle. Heavy touch by Bevchek. Nangle's able to win it. Looking for an option to play the ball back. Boney there as the left fullback, plays all the way back to Stewart. Stewart with the touch to the sideline. Not sure why you asked for a drop and then just kick it out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. Into the box. Stewart's there, is able to pick it up. Stewart recentering, letting his team get in formation. Big top spinning ball to the center, bouncing first. That's number 5, Hensley. Heads it into the air. Clevenger's able to get a touch. Hamlin tries to cut it wide to Meningus, stolen by Bevchek. Bevchek with some space in front as Schumacher comes back to challenge. Over to the far side, and shot goes wide of the frame. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Cougars setting up with a right adjust goal kick. Ball to the near side, over Brake's head, out of play, throw in for the Wildcats. Nice throw in there. Both feet on the ground, 2 hands on the head. Sharif Galal there to take the throw. Back to number 8, that's Callan, Carson Callan, the junior. Dropping back to Hensley. Hensley looking at his options. Dunaway comes to challenge. Hamlin comes in and steals. A little quick on the distribution, stolen back by Standifer. Bevchek up ahead, breaks there in position to win it. Gets it to Schumacher. Schumacher on the ground to Hamlin. Hamlin clips it to Meningus down the line. Meningus able to keep it in, sends the one touch across. Galal there to clear into the middle of the field. Drop back to Bevchek. That was number 19, Finley Smith. Bevchek being defended by Schumacher. He's able to get around. Break comes to help. Bevchek shot on frame, and Stewart's there to grab it out of the air. Stewart with a quick throw out to the far side for Clevenger. Clevenger with time. Hamlin making the diagonal run. He finds him on the run down the line. Hamlin can't get there in time, out of play, throw in for the Wildcats. That's number 13, Cole Stennett, the senior, takes the throw in. Nangle there, heads it down. Bevchek drop back to Stennett. Into the middle of the field, Smith's there, and Redder wins position. Deflected off the Wildcats, throw in for the Cougars. Oh, sorry, that was, thought the Wildcats kicked that out, but overruled by the Wildcat coach, and it's a throw in for the Wildcats.
Good work, let's keep it up.
Headed away by Nangle into Hamlin. Hamlin turns, clipped away by number 5, Hensley. Back in the middle, Nangle trying to challenge. Bevchek plays it through. Anredder and Smith there. Anredder plays it out, throw in for the Wildcats in the attacking third.
Turn around, White.
Ball back into Callan. Callan looking to get to the end line, and it's a goal kick for the Cougars. Stewart, knuckleball into the middle of the field. First touch by the Wildcats. Dunaway comes in for the challenge. Ball deflected, Schumacher challenging. That's number 29, Standifer. Schumacher able to win it up to Hamlin. Brandon Schumacher down hurt. Hamlin plays it over the top. And all the way into the box. All right, stopping the clock for a injury timeout. And didn't see what happened on the challenge. It looked like maybe he got his foot stepped on, though. Looking back on the replay, couldn't really tell what happened. Looks like he's walking off okay. Maybe just trying to get a water break. Maybe a restart with a drop ball to the keeper. Keeper is Dawson Lennington, the senior. All right, we're ready to play. Oh, my clock. Okay, there we go. Clock is running. Ball in the middle of the field. Jax Edson subbed into the game as they made a little switch there as Clevenger worked back to that defensive mid spot. Edson at the left mid. Ball into the box. Stewart's able to scoop it up. Stewart with the top spinning punt over to the near side. Meningas trying to settle. Galal there, and knocked out a play by the Wildcats throwing for the Cougars. Meningas leaves it for Brake. Brake, the right fullback, takes the throw in, gets it over to Meningas, headed into the air. Bevchek back into the middle for the Wildcats. Brake, good touch, finds Dunaway on the ground. Back to Clevenger. Clevenger looking for space as Bevchek comes to challenge. Back to Horton. Horton lets it run to the near side, plays it up ahead. Galal gets a touch ahead. Anredder's there. Anredder on the ground to Nangle. Nangle tries to play it through. Bevchek's there to pressure. Stolen away by Callan. Callan into the attack with some space at the top. Callan feeds Smith. Brake loses his feet. Back to Smith. Smith tries with his left and whiffs. Nangle steals. Back to Meningas. Meningas playing it on the ground. Drops to Horton, who sends it over the top for Hamlin. Hamlin uses his midsection to get the touch. Galal challenges. Hamlin wins it. Hamlin carrying down the line, too heavy on the touch. Out of play, throw in for the Wildcats. Galal there for the throw for the Cats. Back in, Meningas there with his chest to win it. Tries to play it through, deflected by number 14, that's Dustin Stewart. Hamlin there to the ball. Over to the freshman Brooks Witt. Played into the middle, Hamlin back to the ball. All the way across for Boney, not enough on it. Anredder steps and clips it away. Callan there steps on the ball. Edson drops back to Clevenger. Clevenger with time. Plays it back to Anredder. Anredder, nice sweep to Boney, who plays it back to Stewart with time.
Wide, Ruben.
Stewart with the good backspin ball to the near side. Over Galal's head. Number 29 is Standifer. On the ground to Galal on the near side. Touch back to the middle. Looking for Stewart. Stewart on the ball. Back to his back line, number 5, Hensley. Riley Hensley, the senior center back. Over to Callan. Callan with room to turn as Dunaway comes up to challenge. Back to Hensley. Hensley carrying down the right side. Looking to distribute, plays it across the middle for Smith as he tracks back. Dunaway coming back, Smith over the top. Horton there, first to touch, plays it to the sideline, and a throw in for the Cats in the attacking third. Bevchek takes the throw and cleared off the Wildcats, throwing for the Cougars. Break there for the throw. Headed in the air by Galal. Hamlin comes to pressure. Number 29, Standifer, gets the touch. And last touch by the Cougars, throwing for the Wildcats.
Guys, come on.
Galal takes the throw. Smith comes away with the ball, plays it into the short corner, and Stewart's up to the challenge and wins the nice short hop into the gather. Stewart side spinning ball to the center. Fight for it in the middle. Ball comes loose. Played over the top. Boney's there to settle. Boney looks at his options, plays it back to Stewart. Stewart lets it run. Has some challenge. Smith gets there. As Stewart comes all the way out of the box. Smith trying to find a space, sends it over the top, and scores the goal. And the Wildcats take the 1-0 lead.
Burke's way on the goal. He will. Burke's way with the goal. He with the goal. Burks, I want to see a goal.
Not sure what happened there. It seemed like it was a fine pass back to Stewart, but Stewart let it run until finally got pressured and couldn't get rid of it. Some subs coming in the game for the Wildcats. Restart a play. Anredder plays it. Back into the middle. Back to Smith. Break in front. Smith with his left, far side. Stewart gets a touch on it. It's loose at the top. Anredder sweeps it away. Callan there being challenged by Nangle. Boney in front. Callan pulls it back.
Yes, Drax, don't stop.
Edson defending in front. Callan gets around. Step by Nangle to punch it away. Hensley heads it back into Callan. Nangle comes on the shoulder barge. All the way across to Finley Smith. And almost a great finish by the freshman Brooks Witt off the crossbar. Recycled by the Wildcats. Boney goes for the tackle and goes out the end line, corner kick for the Wildcats. All right, there was a delay in the clock didn't start on the kickoff. They just started it, so we're a little bit behind on the clock. Callan there in the corner on the short pass from Smith. Smith with the left on the ground. Anredder is able to clear it away. It's another corner kick for the Wildcats. The left-footed Finley Smith, the junior, there to take the corner kick. Side spinning ball to the backside. Bevchek gets a head on it, but can't get it on frame. Goal kick for the Cougars. Anredder coming back to take the goal kick this time for the Cougars. Anredder with the backspin ball to the near side for Meningus. Ball cleared down the line. Break challenges to Shield and out of play. It's a throw for the Wildcats. Bevchek into Smith. Clevenger in front. Bevchek to Stewart, back to Bevchek at the top. Meningus steps in and clears it to the corner. Smith is there, is able to gather it. Clevenger in front to defend. Clevenger is able to steal. Still in play down the line. Clevenger with time, plays it with his left and hits the AR. Hopefully the AR won't hold that against him. Ball into the freshman Witt. Lost in the middle to Clevenger. Clevenger to Meningus on the ground. Meningus carrying down the line. Gets another touch. Being defended by number 25, that's Umran. And foul called on.
Let's make it count, White. Set up.
Is it just a throw-in? Okay. Foul called on Meningus. It'll be a free kick for the Wildcats. Levi Standifer, the sophomore, there to take the free kick.
Yeah, you're good, Nixon. You're good.
Ball played on the ground. Over to number 5, that's Hensley. Hensley with some space. Edson comes up to pressure. Hensley carrying to the halfway line, gets it to Callan. Anredder comes up to pressure. Slip through as Nangle clears it to the far side. Back into the action by the Wildcats. That's number 11, Galal. Swept away by Clevenger in the box. Challenge in the back on Meningus. Meningus able to win it.
Good job, Brooke. Keep it on, 25. Keep it there.
Keep it up, Nixon. You're good. Good job, Nixon. I see you, buddy.
All right, number 8, the junior Carson Callan, and number 19, the junior Finley Smith over the ball. Callan leaving to go to the right side as Smith, the left-footed attacker, plays it in. Bevchek gets the head on it, and wide of the frame, goal kick for the Cougars. Brandon Schumacher checking back in the game. He's going to give Clevenger a sub. And Ritter there to take the goal kick for the Cougars. And Ritter plays it to the near side. Menegas tries to settle, gets it with his knee. Break, plays it into the air, and flag goes up as it went out over the sideline. It'll be a throw for the Wildcats. Umran into Bevchek. Bevchek into the corner with his left, and Anredder clears it into the Cybertruck, the maroon Logan-Rogersville colored Cybertruck.
License plate C34L7.
One short.
Callan over to take the corner for the Wildcats. Short to Smith. Back to Callan. Dunaway comes up to challenge. Nangle comes in. Callan still carrying across. Takes the shot and puts it at the top region of the safety net. Be a goal kick for the Cougars. Jax Edson subbing out as Titus Clevenger checks back in at left, attacking mid. Anredder takes the goal kick. Menegas, good head down to Hamlin. Bevchek gets a touch on it. Hamlin fighting for it. Clipped over by Witt to Bevchek. Down the line for Smith. Horton in front. Horton, nice positioning, able to clear it to the corner. And it's a throw for the Wildcats. Quickly into Bevchek. Break gets a touch on it. Deflected back to Bevchek. He's on the ball. Stolen away by the Cougars. Nangle on the ground to Hamlin on the run. Big challenge on the ball, and last touch by the Wildcats. Throw for the Cougars. Break with a throw all the way back to Stewart. Stewart clears it away. Into the middle. Stewart's there for the Wildcats. Into Callan. Nangle's there. Swept away as Boney steps in. Boney over the top. Standifer heads it to the far side for Hensley. Number 13, Cole Stennett, the right back, get into space as Hensley recycles. Back to Standifer. Standifer on the ground as Clevenger challenges. Over to Stennett. Stennett in the air. Over the top for Smith. Looks like he's offside. And the flag goes up. It'll be a free kick for the Cougars.
Good job, Steve. Good heads up.
And we're looking to take the free kick quickly. Resetting the ball and letting his attackers set up. Well played down the line for Clevenger. Clevenger sweeps it into Dunaway. Dunaway with space, looking to make a move to attack. Being defended by Hensley. Dunaway goes down, no call. Knocked out of play, and throw in for the Cougars. Hamlin takes the throw in to Dunaway. Back to Hamlin. Hamlin tries to cut it back, stolen away by Callan. Hamlin comes in for the challenge. Callan gets through as Nangle steps up. Nangle pokes it away. Hensley's there. Schumacher comes in. Schumacher takes the shot. And the keeper, Lennington, is there to take it out of the air.
Good job, Brandon.
Dawson Lennington, the senior keeper, punts it away to the far side. Boney heads it back in the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher fighting for control with Bevchek. He's able to get the turn and draws the foul. It'll be a free kick for the Cougars.
Let's go, White.
Under 20 minutes left in the first half. Logan-Rogersville leading 1-0.
Right here, White.
Anredder with the free kick. Back spinning ball up to Hamlin. Goes over top. It's loose. Hamlin tries for a touch and misses. And the ball's cleared by the Wildcats. Horton gets a nice touch, plays it back into Meningus. Cleared right to us. Heads up.
It's good. It's good.
And it'll be a throw for the Cougars. Oh, it looks like we're in a water break. All right, we're going to reset it to 19:04. That's the official time on the clock.
That never happened. All right, we're back after the water break. We reviewed the play on video and couldn't really tell what happened. Looked like maybe the goalie dove in and got a touch with his left foot, just enough to squirt it away. Hamlin and the keeper, Lennington, definitely collided. All right, back into the action. Ball down the line, poked away by the Wildcats. It'll stay Cougars' throw. Break there to take the throw. Plays it into the air. Stewart to Dunaway, up to Hamlin. Hamlin takes a shot, and off the crossbar. Clevenger on the backside gets a touch on it, and takes the shot again. And again saved by the Wildcats. Break, good touch to settle. Plays it back in. Hamlin there, turns. Hamlin looking for an angle. Patient on the ball, chips it to the backside for Clevenger. Poked away, ball's loose at the top. Brandon Schumacher comes in. Schumacher drops to Nangle. Cougars looking to recycle. Nangle back to Boney. Boney to Anredder. Anredder in the air and out of play.
Get back, midfield, come on.
Some nice opportunities for
Good shot, Casey.
the Cougars.
Keep it up, buddy.
Hey, Tim.
That was gorgeous, Kason. Gorgeous, darling.
And the Wildcats are doing a goalie sub. Can't tell who that other goalie is. Throw in to restart play into Smith. Grayson Crumrine checked in the game for the Cougars, subbing in for Boney. Ball across. Number 2, Witt, being challenged by Break. Back to Bevchek. Bevchek trying to get to the edge. Break gets a nice touch to play it out the end line. It will be a corner kick for the Wildcats. What's the goalie's name? Oh, who is the other goalie? Keaton Essery. Okay, thanks.
Go White.
All right, Keaton Essery is who subbed in as the keeper. Carson Callan over to take the corner kick. Right-footed ball in. Headed into the air by the Wildcats, and goal kick for the Cougars.
Come on, Jason, you got a taste, buddy. Let's see it. You got a taste. Let's go.
Anredder, good ball into the middle of the field. Hensley gets the header down. Poked forward by Bevchek. Deflected off Schumacher, back into possession. Callan tries to play through. Anredder steps and deflects. Crumrine defending on Callan. Callan into the corner for Smith. Schumacher there to shield. Is able to turn. Schumacher plays it down the line. Headed by Stennett, but goes back to the back line as Hensley plays it back to Standifer. Standifer with time. Pressuring into the middle. Plays it on the ground to Bevchek. Bad touch as Break steals. Gets it on the ground to Meningus. Meningus with the left into the middle. Stewart pokes it away. Number 25 is Umran. Plays it into the air. Anredder there over to Break. Break, nice touch to Schumacher into the middle of space. Bevchek gets a touch on the ball as it's foul called as he clipped his ankle as he got through the touch.
White, let's go. Keep
And it'll
up
be
the
another free
pressure.
kick for the Cougars.
Yeah, right here.
Do it again, Max.
Go, Cougs.
That one in there. Let's go, Casey. All off the foot.
Anredder, nice ball again. Keeper comes out. That's Essery, and able to get it out of the air. Keaton Essery, the junior, throws it out to the far side. Touched by Callan. Clevenger comes over to challenge. Callan on the ground, deflected by Nangle. One back by Callan as he plays it through. Nobody there for the Wildcats as it goes all the way to the box for Stewart to grab. Rush Stewart, top spinning ball into the middle. Touched first by Standifer into the Cougars in the middle. Freshman Witt comes in, gets it to Smith. Smith takes the long range shot, and Stewart's right in position to grab it out of the air. Stewart, big ball to the near side. Off of number 25, Umran's back, and a throw for the Cougars. Break comes up to take the throw, and subs at the line to check back in. Spencer Jackson
Good work, Ruben.
and
Good
Justin
job,
Boney
Good job.
back in the game. Where's Grayson going? Oh, Grayson switching to the right fullback as Ruben Break is getting a break. And Nixon Meningus is also off getting a meningus. Crumrine chips it back in. Standifer there. Plays the switch, and it's off the mark over to number 11, Galal. It'll be a throw in for the Cougars. Boney over there to take the throw. Titus Clevenger chips it into Dunaway. Dunaway stolen away by Stewart. Ball back in the middle. Bevchek's there. Bevchek over the top. Dangerous ball. Anredder challenging as Stewart comes on. Anredder, good touch with the left. Stewart's able to get to it. Anredder shields. Ball lost out of play. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats. That's Lane Clevenger's head in the picture. Ball in. Couldn't tell if that hit the post or if it hit Stewart, but cleared away. Anredder clears the next one all the way to the sideline. Saved in play by Stennett. Stennett back in the middle for Callan. Clevenger defending. Callan all the way to the corner.
Guys, come on.
Back to Stewart. Stewart
Whip it.
misses the touch, able to get back to it. Ball loose in the middle. Dunaway comes up. Stennett over to Smith. Smith with his left, and Stewart got a hand on it, but a banger goal for Finley Smith. And the Wildcats take the 2-0 lead. Couple subs in the game for the Wildcats. Number 4, Ryan Hart, the senior, coming in at the left back, or left attack, I should say. Ball replay. Anredder sends it in. Standifer, a good job winning it down with his chest. Over to Schumacher, who wins possession. Schumacher cuts it back with space. Plays it over to Dunaway. Dunaway turns, plays it to Nangle on the ground. Nangle looking for an option. Over to Boney. Boney back into the middle. Schumacher's there.
Good work, Justin.
Schumacher to space.
Good work, buddy.
Chips it over the top to Clevenger. He cuts it back. Stennett there back to Hensley. Clevenger steals at the top of the box. Into the corner. Clevenger trying to get around. Gets to the end line. Looking for a ball across, cuts it in. Clevenger's still on the ball. Hensley's able to deflect and clear. Up to Smith. Smith gets a touch in the air. Boney's there, plays it into the air. Missed touch though. Horton comes on, is able to head it in. Over to Nangle. Nangle can't control it as Smith steals it away. Over to Stennett on the far side. Ball sent back in the middle. Touched by Stewart, but can't control, and Anredder clears it away. A throw in for the Wildcats in the defensive side. Number 27, that's Paolo Selvaggi into the game for the Wildcats. Boney heads the throw in over to Dunaway. Dunaway to Clevenger. Clevenger being challenged by number 24, Terrell. And throw in for the Wildcats. Smith plays it in. Horton sweeps it away. Anredder to the far side for Clevenger. Smith at the top, looking for a shot, and sends it way over the goal. It'll be a goal kick again for the Cougars. Anredder driving ball into the middle, touched by number 27, Selvaggi. Into Dunaway. Dunaway finding space, tries to play it across to Nangle. Nangle ahead to Clevenger, poked away by Stennett, all the way back to Boney. Boney lets it run. Pass back to Stewart. Stewart on the ground to Boney. Boney in the middle, can't connect on the pass, and Selvaggi gets a touch in, but Stewart's there to grab it. Outlet to Crumrine, stolen by the Wildcats, into the attacks for Selvaggi. And Dunaway gets called for the grab. It will be a free kick for the Wildcats. Carson Callan there to take the free kick. Callan backside. Stewart comes up and is able to get it out of the air. Stewart, quick throw out to the far side for Dunaway. Dunaway able to settle, trying to get to the edge as Hensley challenges. Hensley comes in and shields him off the ball, and out of play, throwing for the Wildcats. Cole Stennett, the senior right back, there to take the throw. Into Callan. Hamlin comes in and steals at the top, takes the shot. And wide of the goal. It's a corner kick, deflection, corner kick for the Cougars. Dunaway coming over to take the corner. 8 minutes left in the first half. Clevenger right in front of the goalie. Schumacher, Nangle, and Hamlin in the middle. Ball goes behind the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Hensley back to take the goal kick. Side ball to the middle. Crumrine shields as Hart challenges. Crumrine to the near side. Jackson comes back. Hart's able to get to it for the Wildcats. Plays it to Selvagi. Callan there. Jackson Dunaway steals, but Callan's able to win it back. Ball played through. Nangle deflects. Gets to Smith. Smith setting up the shot from 30. And a great goal by Finley Smith to the near post for a 3-0 lead. Nixon Meningus checking back in the game. Ball played to the near side for Crumrine. He plays it over the top for Jackson to chase. Umran there for the Wildcats, drops to Standifer. He's able to get it to Hart as Crumrine comes to challenge. Hart lets it run into the attack down the line. Nobody's there for support for the Wildcats, and Horton's able to clear it away. It'll be a throw for the Wildcats. Number 7, Bev checking back in the game as Finley Smith checks out. Smith has all 3 goals for the Wildcats. Ball in, Crumrine and Hart challenge for it. Crumrine's able to clip it away. It's a throw for the Wildcats. Down the line and poked out of bounds again. Wildcats maintain possession on the throw. Umran takes it into the box. Refs having him retake the throw. He said he was too far up the line. Into Bebchek in the box. He's able to get to the ball. Horton challenging. Bebchek into the middle. Nice touch by Anredder, and Horton sweeps it away. Gets it to Dunaway on the ground. Dunaway carrying. Plays it down the line for Meningus to chase. Standifer gets a touch, able to turn. Spencer Jackson wins the ball off of Standifer's leg, and a throw for the Cougars. Crumrine will come down to take the throw. Throw in, Standiford gets the first touch, clears it with the top spinning ball to the middle. Horton, nice touch. Under the chase, Bevchek's able to win it back as Nangle comes in to challenge. Nangle wins it. Plays it to Clevenger, who opens up to receive. Clevenger cuts it back as he tries to win it down the line. Stennett steals but loses it back as Clevenger gets called for the foul. It'll be a free kick for the Wildcats. Hensley taking the free kick. Back spinning ball all the way to the box. Stewart's there on the hop and able to grab it. Stewart with the top spinning ball back into the middle. Standiford and Meningus challenged for it. Good touch by Spencer Jackson to get it back to Meningus, but stolen back by the Wildcats. Ball played and Crumrine clears it over the top. Jackson comes in, challenges, able to win it. Spencer Jackson trying to get to the edge. And out of play on the end line, goal kick for the Wildcats. 3 subs checking in for the Logan-Rogersville Wildcats. Number 6, number 17. And I believe it was number 24 checking in the game. '17 is Juarez Brasinio. Good ball over the top into an attack. Anredder and Bevchek. Bevchek cuts it back to get open for the shot, and good positioning by Stewart, able to get it off the hop. Stewart out to the near side for Schumacher. Schumacher opens up, makes a nice touch to get to space. Schumacher down the line and on the connection as Standiford steals and plays it into number 6, Hart. Into space for Bevchek. Ball played through. Backside for number 24, Terrell. And Terrell tries to clip it over Stewart. Stewart's able to reach up and grab it. Ball to the far side. Bevchek turns, plays it through to number 2, Witt. And out of play, throw-in for the Cougars. Attack in. Anredder. That should have been a foul on Bevchek, but he's going to let it be advantage since Stewart has it in his hand. Dunaway on the ball. Plays it to Clevenger down the line. Good sweep away by Hensley. It's a throw for the Cougars. Quick throw into Clevenger. Clevenger back to Nangle. One away by number 2, Witt. Ball into Boney, who plays it over the top for Jackson. Ball's loose. Jackson gets a touch. And Jackson's able to get a touch to it, but can't get it towards the goal. And it's a goal kick again for the Wildcats. Under 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Essery came up to receive that and just popped right out of his hands. Jackson right there in front to get a touch on it, but couldn't get enough to get it on goal. Standing for back spinning ball. Bevchek heads it back. Horton's there to receive, plays it out the sideline, and that will do it for the first half. All right, at half, Logan-Rogersville leading 3-0. We'll put 10 minutes on the halftime clock.
And we'll take an audio break here as we put a 10-minute halftime.
All right, both teams are back on the field, ready to start the second half. Wildcats from Logan-Rogersville have the kick. Finley Smith, who has a hat trick already today, is up top to take the kickoff.
Looking good, Rush.
Kickers back to their starting setup. The ref, Southwest Missouri ref evaluators here today, so I think at halftime he told Rush he had to put on a penny to not be wearing the exact same color as Logan-Rogersville. Rush still trying to figure out how to put that on. All right, we've considered it legal and we're ready to play. Wildcats play it back. Stewart to Callan. Dunaway almost got the steal there. Over to Bevchek. Boney and Anredder able to defend. Boney gets it out the sideline. Throw in for the Wildcats.
Who's got 13?
Throw into Smith. Nangle comes in and clears the ball into the corner. Boney down the line, out of play off the ref. And throw in for the Wildcats. Stewart into Smith. Nangle in front defending. Smith across the middle. Dunaway steps. That's over to Hart. Smith across, deflected off the Cougars. And I believe that was off of Nangle. Bevchek with his left takes the shot and off the frame. And it's a goal kick for the Cougars. Stewart there to take the kick. First touch by Callan. Boney comes in to challenge, deflected by Callan all the way back to Stewart. Now he has it in hand to punt away. Stewart with the side spinning ball into the middle of the field. Hamlin there. Gets a touch with his arm, and it's a free kick for Wildcats. Hensley set to take the free kick. Driving ball all the way across. Break, chips it in the air. Meningas trying to settle it. Able to get back to it. Meningas carrying down the right side. Chips it ahead to Hamlin. Hamlin gets through. A little heavy on the touch. He's able to get back to it. Shot across the goal. Still in play as Clevenger comes over. Clevenger tries to play it back, still in. And, okay. Corner. Clevenger saw it was out and played it as the corner kick setup. Titus Clevenger over to take the corner. Dunaway, Nangle, Schumacher Hamlin, Brake, and Meningus all going to the backside. Boney here short. Ball across, headed away by Bevchek. Smith gets a touch on it as Horton's there in position. Horton clears it away to the sideline, and a throw for the Wildcats. Throwing down the line. It's out of play as the Cougars will get the throw. Brake with the big throw down the line. Headed back in by the Wildcats. Brake over the top. Standing for there for the Cats. Chips it out of play. It'll be another throw for the Cougars now in the attacking half. Brake takes the throw into Dunaway, bounces over, and the Wildcats again deflected out of play. Another throw for the Cougars. Brake gets the throw into the middle for Meningus. Meningus settles it down with his chest, drops it back to Nangle. Callan comes to challenge. Nangle fighting for the ball. Clevenger there. Callan looking for an option to play it over the top. Chips it ahead. Boney and Hart are there. Boney wins the header. Played back into the air by number 13. That's Stennett. Boney comes on the challenge. Still fighting for the ball with Brooks Witt, the freshman. Back to Stennett, connected to Stewart. Stewart tries to cut it back as Dunaway steals, gives it to Hamlin. Hamlin back to Dunaway. Stewart makes the tackle and out of play, throw in for the Cougars. Boney into Hamlin. Hamlin looking to turn. Gets it to the middle. Fighting for the ball. Deflected by the Wildcats and kicked out of play. Another throw for the Cougars. Boney takes the quick throw to Clevenger. Clevenger with his chest tries to settle it down. Callan comes in to steal. Back to Stennett. Clevenger challenges, wins it back. Clevenger trying to keep it in. And out of play on Titus. It will be a throw in for the Wildcats.
Titus, the ball's in play. Let's go.
Send it into Hensley. Hensley across the box for Stanifer. Stanifer into the middle of the field. Horton gets a touchdown. Won by Witt in the middle. Witt plays it across. Hard on the touch as Boney's there to step. Boney plays it down the line. Stennett steals, but can't control and out of play back to the Cougars. Boney takes the throw down the line for Clevenger running, and Stennett again chips it out of play. Boney into Dunaway, runs through for Hamlin. Clipped into the air by Stewart. Boney off his shoulder. Hamlin there to challenge, able to turn. Stewart gets a clip and fight for the ball. Stewart's on it as Hamlin challenges. Hamlin wins it back to Meningus, who clips it back in. Cleared away by the Wildcats. Horton plays it back into the middle. Stanifer there to receive. Clips it wide to number 25. That's Umren. Break steps, gets it back into Meningus. Meningus clips it to Nangle. Nangle across to Dunaway, not enough on it as Callan steals. Back into the middle of the field for Smith to track back. Finley Smith on the ground trying to find Callan. Horton's there, clears it out the sideline, and a throw for the Wildcats. Ummer there to take the throw for the Wildcats. Down the line, headed by number 18, Palkov. And it's a goal kick, for the Cougars. Anrader takes the goal kick to the far side and out of play onto the Toyota Tundra. Is that right? Is that a Tundra? Toyota Tacoma. That is for sale, if anyone's interested. Callan on the ball. Nangle, nice touch to clear away the threat. Back to Hensley. Hensley into the corner. Boney comes to challenge. Hensley all the way across. Smith and Meningus. Smith goes to it, and it's out the sideline throw-in for the Cougars. Break over to take the throw. Down the line. First touch by Umren. Standiford plays it in. Dunaway gets the touch. Falls to Stewart. Clevenger comes on the challenge. Stewart clips it over to Callan, who plays it on the ground to number 13, Stenton. Back into the middle, Stewart to Callan. Finds Stewart on the slip pass. Ahead to Hart. Boney's able to get back. Anredder deflects it away. Hart back to the ball, drops to Stennett. Stennett into the middle. Nangle with his shoulder clears it away. Callan plays it in as it's deflected by Nangle, and Anredder clears it away.
Guys, come on, let's go.
Stennett back to Hensley as Hamlin challenges. Hensley gets through the challenge. Still carrying. Connects to Smith at the top as Anredder challenges. Ball into the freshman Witt. And Horton's able to clear it to the sideline. Another throw in for the Wildcats. Number 25, Ali Umren takes the throw. Standiford back to Hensley on the back line. Standiford into the middle. Schumacher comes up to challenge, able to win it. Plays it back to Horton, who plays it wide to Meningus. Over the top and out of play, Umren takes the throw for the Wildcats, quickly back into Smith. Break is able to win the challenge and clears it away. Ball loose in the middle. Dunaway steals, looking for a runner. Clevenger's out in front. Dunaway cuts it back to the far side and plays it down the line for Meningus, but too heavy. And a throw in the deep corner for the Wildcats.
Keep it in, White. Let's go.
Umren takes the throw down the line. Dunaway's there. First to touch. Dunaway plays it across for Schumacher. Schumacher tries to take the strike from 35 on the ground, cleared away by the Wildcats. Smith leaves it for Callan. Callan looking over the top, gets it back to Smith on the connection. Anredder comes up and is able to deflect, ball loose in the middle. Schumacher there. Plays it on the ground to Dunaway. Dunaway on the far side has challenge from behind. Is able to cut it back. Dunaway to Break. Break possessing, plays it back to Schumacher, back to Horton. Horton wide to Break. Break possessed, nice touch, gets it to Schumacher. Stolen away by the Wildcats into the attack. Smith up to Stewart. Stewart across the middle for Callan. Callan one more for Hart. Hart chips it over the top off the post and still in play. Callan across the middle. Horton's there to sweep it. Standiford steps in, plays it back into the middle. Witt tries to get a touch in, and not enough on it, falls to the keeper Stewart for the Cougars. Stewart sets it up. Side spinning punt into the middle. Hamlin's there. First touch by Hensley. Stennett plays it ahead. Boney's there to play it back over the top in the air. Clevenger comes to challenge as Hensley lets it roll. Hamlin comes on the challenge. Hensley carries across the middle. Schumacher steps, gets a touch ahead. Goes to Stewart. Stewart drops back to Umren. Meningus comes over to pressure. Brandon Schumacher's able to win it. Plays it through to Hamlin. Standiford steals. Back into the counterattack. Gets it to Smith, who lays it off for Callan. Callan to the top of the box, and Rush Stewart, good job being off his line, able to secure that easily. Umren steps, is able to win the ball on the throw out to Meningus. All the way up to Smith. Smith's able to turn into space. And Redder steps and wins the ball, chips it over the top. Boney clears away with the head. Back to Hart. Nangle wins it. Callan chips it to the sideline and out of play. It's a throw for the Cougars. Grayson Crumrine at the line to check in. Nangle subbing out as Crumrine will go to right back and Brake will go to defensive mid. Throw in, first touch by Stewart. Anredder clears. Hamlin comes on the challenge. Extend it there. Clevenger wins it. Up to Hamlin. Hamlin turns it back. Still on the ball. Hamlin plays it ahead for Meningus to chase. Umren and Meningus there. Meningus wins it back into the middle. Ball deflected by the Wildcats, and it'll be a throw for the Cougars in the far corner. 25-30 left to play in the second half. Wildcats leading 3-0. Cougars in the attacking third. Schumacher takes the throw into break. Ball's loose. Hamlin wins it off of his chest. It's loose in the box. Cleared away by the Wildcats. Smith tracks back to win it. Has a runner on the left side. Plays it to Callan in the middle. Smith's offside and the flag is up. And as Smith goes to the ball, that's an offside call on the Wildcats. It'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Anredder there to take the free kick. Ball to the far side for Meningus. Meningus and Umren there to challenge, and it goes out of play. Spencer Jackson at the line for the Cougars, along with two Wildcats. Number 6 is Ethan Hart, subbing in the game. He's a freshman. His senior brother, number 4, Ryan Hart, also in the game. The other sub was number 11, Sharif Galal. He started the game. Throw in by Wildcats off of number 18, Palikov, and out of bounds back to the Cougars. Hamlin there trying to turn. He's able to get into the box. Hamlin's still on the ball. Clipped away by the Wildcats. Schumacher wants one and sends it way over the goal. And a goal kick for the Wildcats.
Keep working, Kason. Win a ball, White. Let's go. Turn and win it. Come on.
Hensley taking the goal kick for the Wildcats. Number 5, the senior center back, actually played short by Lennington. Up to Smith. Anredder challenges. Back in the middle for Galal. Back to Smith as he carries across. Clevenger challenging. Smith plays the through ball to the far side. Palikov there as Crumrine wins the challenge. Crumrine dribbling ahead. Finds Schumacher. Schumacher cuts it back. Plays it on the ground to Dunaway. Dunaway trying to get through. Standifer steps and steals it. Horton wins it back up to Hamlin. Deflected by Dunaway, falls to Jackson. Jackson back to Dunaway. Dunaway looking for space. Deflected back and stolen by the Wildcats. Chipped back into the middle for Smith. Anredder steps. Falls to Hart as Boney clears. Ball across to Smith. Smith looking for space to get to his left. Goes to his right instead and sends it way over the goal. And a goal kick for the Cougars. Driving ball into the middle. Hamlin gets a touch on it. Has some space. Clips it over to Clevenger. Clevenger down the line, deflected by Stennett, and it'll be a throw for the Cougars. Boney into Clevenger, tries to cut it back on Hart.
Come on, dude.
And Clevenger gets called for the foul. It's a free kick for the Wildcats. All over the top. Headed over by Smith. And the guy that looks like he could be rushed in the back of the goal catches it out of play. It's a goal kick for the Cougars.
Oh my gosh, there he is. Like I thought Rush did a second take.
Some more subs coming in the game for the Wildcats. Number 21, Terrell, the sophomore. And right to the far side. And out of play, throw in for the Wildcats. Illegal throw. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's a water break. Take a couple minutes on this water break and then be back to finish out the game. Logan-Rogersville leading 3-0. All right, we're back to the action after the water break. Last 20 minutes to play. Dunaway is able to steal it, plays it ahead to Hamlin. Hamlin makes the touch into space, being defended by Stanifer. Cleared away by the Wildcats. Crumrine there tries to play it ahead. Stolen by Witt. Witt down the far side as Crumrine gets a touch on it. And out of play back to the Wildcats for the throw-in. Umren over there to take the throw, a big throw into the box. Anredder heads it away. Clevenger tracks. Stennett gets there first, plays it to number 11, Galal. Galal across the box. Horton, good step, clears it. All the way back to Stennett, who drops back to Hensley. Hensley into the middle, has break steps to challenge. That's number 6, Hart. Sends it in, and Stewart's there to grab it off the bounce.
Titus, you got to beat that guy to that 50-50 ball, bud. Come on. Turn it on.
Stewart, big ball in the air to Clevenger, gets a touch down the line, trying to keep it in, and out of play back to the Wildcats.
Good work, good touch.
Galal over to Hart. Into the middle, Horton steps. Smith looking for space. Carries it all the way back. Gets it to Hensley on the drop. Clevenger comes up to challenge. Ball played across. Clevenger wins it in the middle. Over to break. Hensley steps in and clears it away. Into Ethan Hart, the freshman. Boney there on the ball, plays it on the ground. Clevenger is able to get to it. Looking to send Jackson. Jackson on the run to the far side. Jackson fires it towards the goal and over the back, goal kick for the Wildcats.
Good ball, T.
Ball played short to Stanifer. Over to Hensley. Hensley with a nice cut back with some space. Break gets the touch. Back to Hensley. On the ground again, Crumrine steps, gets it ahead to Jackson. Jackson to the sideline, trying to keep it in, and the Wildcats get the throw. Umren down the line. Witt plays it into the corner, and out of play will be a throw for the Cougars. Horton takes the quick throw up to Jackson. Crumrine steps and clears it back into the middle. Headed in by Galal. Smith there to win it down with his chest. Trying to turn. Plays it through into the box and all the way out to the end line. Horton shields at the end. That's out for a goal kick for the Cougars.
Oh my gosh.
Anredder set up to take the goal kick. Driving ball. Good touch by Dunaway. Wins the first challenge. Dunaway looking to send Jackson down the right side. And too far ahead, back to the Wildcats.
Good ball, Jackson.
Meningus and Nangle get the call to head back to the line. They'll sub in at the next opportunity. Ball thrown into the top of the box for Hensley. Clevenger comes up to pressure. Ball played over the top. Stewart's there and lets it get into the box to pick up.
Shield, Mac.
Stewart with a big throw to the near side. Stannett wins it. Ruben breaks there to steal, gets it up to Hamlin. Hamlin cuts it with his left to Clevenger and just off the target. Throw in for the Wildcats, guys at the line. Subs, subs, subs!
Flying at my face. I just don't like balls coming out of my face. I can't do it. It scares me like that.
Working hard on that. Good job, man.
Break and Clevenger get a break as Meningus and Nangle sub in for the Cougars. Callan and Stewart back in the game for Wildcats. Stinnett takes the throw in. Boney heads it forward into space. Hamlin's there. Hamlin with his hip wins it down. Plays into the middle. Cleared away by Stanifer. Anrider plays it back in. Umrin steps first and wins the ball, but Schumacher's there to steal. Schumacher to Dunaway. Dunaway has pressure, plays it to the far side for Crumrine. Crumrine one touch wide to Meningus. And out of play, throwing for Wildcats. The Cougars encouraging Crumrine to just settle that first and then play a controlled touch. Stanifer back into the middle of the field for Smith and Anrider there to challenge. Anrider tries to head it away. Smith's able to get back to it. Double team by Horton and Crumrine. Horton's able to win. Horton into the attack, carrying down the right side. Plays it ahead. Nice touch by Umrun, but Jackson Dunaway is there to get a touch as Stanifer clears. Schumacher wins the ball in the middle of the field, plays it back to Anrider and all the way past.
Whatever you do it quick. Let's go.
Anrider back to Stewart, who plays it back into the middle. Schumacher's there, plays it wide for Dunaway. Dunaway looking down the line, and out of play, throw in for the Wildcats. In the middle of the field for Stewart. Dunaway steals, gets held. Ref lets it play as Schumacher gets to the ball. Schumacher with a little deke, plays it on the turn. Stanifer there, shielding as Hamlin comes in on the challenge, and Stanifer kicks it out to the the Tacoma. Is that it, a Tacoma? Ball into the middle. Stanifer all the way to the box as Stewart's there to scoop it up. Good job by Anrider tracking back to reshape. Ball pulled out to Anrider with the left down the line off the shoulder of number 24, Terrell.
Good ball, Matt.
And a throw for the Cougars. Boney there to take the throw, plays it into Nangle, who wins it down with his chest, plays it ahead to Spencer. Stolen by Callan. Back to Umrin on the left back, cutting back into the middle. Looking for Stewart in the middle, touch to Callan on the 1-2. Horton challenging on Smith as he cuts it back. Horton's able to play it out the end line and a corner kick for the Wildcats. Finley Smith, the left-footed striker, there to take the corner from the near side. Anrider on the front post. Anrider and Stewart both shielding their eyes from the angle of the sun. Stewart can't control the first touch, but able to get back to it. Opportunity for transition, he's going to let him resettle. I like taking numbers there and punting it away. Ball punting into the middle of the field. Dunaway there, settle. Stolen back by Umrin. Into the middle, Schumacher steals onto the turn. Umrin steals it back to Terrell to Callan. Nangle comes into, Callan's able to get to turn. Callan into the box. Far post and wide of the frame. Goal kick for the Cougars. Anrider driving ball to the far side. First touch by number 11. Schumacher comes in on the challenge and wins it back. Wide to Meningus. Meningus touch inside to Hamlin. Actually, Meningus still on the ball. Carrying it back to the wide side. Fights for it with Umrin as he turns it in. Meningus looking for an option to distribute. Plays it, tries to play it wide. Stolen back by Umrin. Connected to Bresino. Back to Stewart in the middle. Bresino on the ball. Cross to Stewart. Jackson comes to pressure. Gets it to Callan as Nangle's there. Callan down the line. Boney picks him up. Callan gets through the challenge and sends it across. Horton on a touch and the follow, and Stewart's there able to slide in and deflect. Ball laid out to the near side, and Boney's down hurt. Okay, Boney able to walk off under his own power. Ribbon break, subbing in at left back for him as Clevenger also back in the game as Spencer Jackson subbed out. Waiting for the restart. Let's make sure the clock starts as well. Nangle heads the throw in away, and it'll be another throw for Wildcats. Stewart over to Stennett, deflected by Hamlin, stays in play. Clevenger trying to clear. Break, sends it back into the middle for Stewart. Ball played to the far side. All the way back to Galal. Nangle deflects. Dunaway's there. Dunaway, good feet to find space. Plays it over to Carmine.
Push up.
And played out of play, throwing for the Wildcats. Challenge won by Dunaway, gets it to Meningus. Back to Dunaway. Down the line off of Meningus, he plays it back into the middle. Stewart's there with some space. Schumacher comes up to challenge, played over to Callan. Callan lets it run. Clevenger comes up to challenge. Back to Stewart. Ball into the box. And Rush Stewart is there to scoop it up for the Cougars.
No urgency. Let's go.
Let's go, come on. 8 minutes, boys.
Stewart punting into the center circle. Hamlin gets the touch, down to Dunaway. Dustin Stewart steals over to Callan. Callan with the through ball to Smith, and he's just a step off. Flag is up.
Let's go quickly, White.
Offside, back to the Cougars.
Let's go, T. Come on.
Anredder, ball through the middle. Stennett gets a touch, but leaves it for Clevenger. Clevenger to Hamlin. Hamlin in the middle. Cuts it through. Deflected away by Staniford. Over to Callan. Back to Hensley. Hensley on the ground. Up to Smith. Smith over the top for number 24. That's Terrell to chase. Ruben break tracking back. Terrell cuts it in. Breaks able to win the touch. And out of play on the end line. It's a corner for the Wildcats. The lefty, Smith, coming over to take the near side corner. Waiting for the sub to check in for Wildcats. Looks like that's number 26, Beth Durndane. Low ball in. Hensley tried to get a run on it, goes all the way through, and out the other sideline, throwing for the Cougars. Kermrine there to take the throw. Big throw down the line. Finds Meningus. Out of play, another throw for the Cougars. Kermrine, another throw down the line. Hamlin's there. Leaves it for Meningus. Meningus into space, carrying across. Callan steps in and wins the challenge. Break comes up. Callan able to step by. Nangle pushes him off the ball. Callan able to stay on. Anredder defending, gets a touch to steal. Callan wins it back into the box and sends it into the moon. And a goal kick for the Cougars.
Hey, come on, White. Let's go.
Anredder, nice ball to the near side for Clevenger. Clevenger chips it over off of number 24, Terrell. Quick throw in down the line. Hensley across, dangerous ball. Nobody's there on the backside to pressure. Stanifer able to get back to it. Touch back into the middle. Schumacher comes in. Stewart able to clear over to the near side for Terrell. Clevenger hustling all the way back. Clip back into the middle as Dunaway's there. Dunaway steals, plays it to Hamlin. Stanifer into the attack from the center back. Plays it in, break, deflects. Loose ball comes to Clevenger. Clevenger able to turn. Dunaway making the run. Clevenger down the line. Stinnett there first as he shields. And out of play, throw in for the Wildcats. Ball back to Stanifer. Over to Stinnett on the near side. Clevenger comes up. Ball sent over the top, down the line for Smith. Anredder in front. Break tracks back as Anredder drops. Ball in the middle for Callan. Back to Smith. Smith cuts it down the line. Anredder there in front. Ball on the ground. Horton, nice touch to sweep it away. Schumacher gets to it. Looking to change the field, gets it to the near side for Clevenger. Clevenger over the top for Hamlin to chase. Hensley there defending. Hamlin trying to find an angle, still working at it.
That's a foul, ref.
Stanifer with the left all the way across the field. Nangle's there. Gets a touchdown into the attack. Galau plays it wide. Crumrine in front to defend. Crumrine chips it back to Nangle. Nangle on the ground looking for space. Cuts it back down the line. Played by Galau. Back ahead to Horton. And Horton plays it over to the Tacoma. And a throw in for the Wildcats. Batterdine takes the throw into Smith. Hensley there, wins it down with his chest as Callan tracks back to play it on the ground. Back to Stinnett, touch to Stewart. Clevenger comes into challenge as Break's in there. Over to Terrell. Break defending on the near side as Clevenger steps into challenge. Ball gets to Stewart. Back to Stinnett. Stinnett looking for an option, plays it back to Hensley. See, I'd like to see Kaysen stay high on that to deny the back pass rather than collapse.
Sucked in.
Yeah. Ball on the ground, Schumacher's there to steal. Has some pressure on his back. And able to win it, throw in for the Cougars. 2:20 to play. Throw into Meningus. He heads it over to Dunaway. Dunaway finding space. Finley Smith comes back to win it for the Wildcats. Looking to get to the sideline. Smith back to the ball as Schumacher comes in. Ball in the middle of the field for Dustin Stewart. Stewart switching the field to the near side for Terrell. Terrell wants to call handball himself. Ref says no. And Stewart leaves it for Break as he was falling out of play. Break carrying. Nice touch on the ground to Clevenger. Clevenger, good left foot down the line for Hamlin to chase. Hamlin and Hensley challenging. Hensley back to Stanifer. Back to Hensley. Clevenger comes in to challenge. Hensley carrying through. On the ground to Callan as Nangle steps up. Callan down the line, break, challenging. Callan able to get through, still on the ball. Across the middle. Ball played to Smith, all the way across to 26, Betterdine. And far side shot goes over the frame and goal kick for the Cougars. A minute left to play. Good, how are you doing? You too. And Redder, ball to the near side for Clevenger. Clevenger on the ground. Still in play. Nice feet by Clevenger, finds Nangle with space. Nangle looking to turn, switching the field. Meningus tracks back, gets a touch on it into the air. Schumacher there, plays it high into the air. Kneed in by Galau. Horton heads it away. Crumrine over the top as Hamlin will chase. Stanifer's there first, 20 seconds left to play. Ball over to Hensley. Hensley carrying, space in the middle. Nangle there to steal. Makes the touch in. Nangle there again.
Put it in!
And all the way into the box. The keeper, Lennington, there to pick it up. And that should do it for the game. Final score, Wildcats 3, Cougars 0. Wildcats, all 3 goals in the first half. Finley Smith with a hat trick. Cougars able to hold them scoreless in the second half. And we'll put 15 minutes on the clock for a JV warm-up, and then we'll have a 35-minute JV half. Stay tuned. All right, we're back, about ready for the JV kickoff. We have 35 minutes on the clock. It'll be a running clock. We have Spencer Jackson, Titus Clevenger, and Jax Edson across the top. Brandon Schumacher as the cam. Lucas Nangle and Brant Smathers as the defensive mids. Ryan Ramos, Evan Horton, Ben Bandy, and Brogan Reether is suited up. Brogan Reether playing right back. Antonio Ramos in the goal for the Cougars. Across the front for the Wildcats, number 30 is Ryan Botts. Number 18, Palikov. All right, that's the whistle, and we're underway. Cougars have the possession, playing it back to Reether. Reether back to Schumacher. Schumacher distributes over to Edson. Edson carrying wide, being defended by number 12. That's Lincoln Henry. Back to Smathers. Reether turns, plays it into the middle for Nangle. Nangle looking for space, plays it back to Horton. Horton looks and sends it over the top. Headed down by the Wildcats. That's number 32. 32 is the one I don't have on the roster. Handball called on the Cougars. Free kick for the Wildcats. Number 10, Charlie Farmer, the freshman. Looked like he was going to take the kick. It's actually going to be number 32 taking the free kick to center back. Side spinning ball in. Top of the box. Number 27, Salvaggi to Farmer. Nangle's able to poke it away. Challenge at the top with Jackson and the senior Palikov. Back to 32 on the back line. Over to the left back, number 12, that's Henry. In the middle for Farmer, Nangle steals. Leaves it for Smathers. Smathers connecting to Clevenger. Clevenger pokes through for Jackson. Jackson on the ball, sends it ahead. Henry over to number 23, Johnson. Johnson sends it back to the middle of the field. Number 18, Anthony Palikov, the junior. Challenge with Bandy. Able to get through all the way over to number 30, Botts. Botts and Nangle challenge for the ball, and foul called on Nangle. Free kick for the Wildcats. What is 32's last name? Essery? Okay. Ball into the box. Number 2, Witt had a chance, deflected by Horton, and it's a corner kick for the Wildcats.
Keaton Essery, he's the goalie.
Okay.
Number 1.
I got him as 18 on here, so. All right, Witt over to take the corner kick for the Wildcats. 3 minutes into the JV half. With the ball in, Horton gets a touch to clear it away. It's at the top of the box. Smathers clears to the far side. Number 6, Ethan Hart, able to win the ball, cutting it back into the middle. Loose ball as Reether sweeps it away. In the middle, Nangle steps. Back to Essery, who plays it back to his back line as Clevenger challenges. Number 23, Johnson, plays it wide. Schumacher able to win it, plays it down the line to connect on Clevenger. Clevenger to the top of the box, trying to cut it back. Johnson with his left foot. Jax Edson there, looking to play it across. Edson still on the ball. Back to Clevenger. Clevenger looking for space. Stolen by Witt. Challenge for the ball. Back to... Stolen back by the Cougars. That's Smathers to Nangle. Back to Essery, and the keeper calls him off. Able to come up and win the ball. Punt to the middle of the field. Big header by number 18, Polikov, but sent it in the wrong direction. It's a throw in for the Cougars in the attacking third. Edson takes the throw to Clevenger into the corner. Clevenger trying to turn to get to the edge. On the ball, cuts it back. Clevenger making a move to try to find space. Clevenger plays the drop to Schumacher. Schumacher looking into the middle. Back to Reether. Edson wins the ball into the attack. Edson at the top, leaves it for Clevenger. Clevenger looking to switch it. Over to Ramos. Stolen away by number 30, Botts. Botts into the attack. Horton there to challenge. Ramos there to cover. Botts still challenging for the ball. Ramos shielding. Played back in the middle, deflected by Witz. Horton comes on the challenge. Witz pokes it away, but Ramos is there. Back into the middle, Smathers gets a touch. Nangle plays it on the ground, up to Clevenger. Touched by number 23, Johnson, and played to the far side. Reether comes in and clears it to the opposite side of the field. Keeper out of the box. Plays it with his feet and back into the box to pick up. Side spinning ball, punted to the middle. Nangle with his shoulder. Clevenger steals, able to turn. Clevenger looking for an option. Schumacher on the run. Gets Schumacher through, into the box. And the keeper makes the save. Clevenger on the follow. Schumacher tracks back to win it. Takes another shot, deflected again. Still in the box. Wildcats able to clear as Smathers gets back to it. Clevenger touches in. And foul called on the Wildcats. It's a free kick at the top of the box for the Cougars.
He likes playing against guys his size. He looks like a different player, though. You're right. Just like chocolate. It's true.
Good opportunity for the Cougars here on the free kick.
Let's go, T. Have you record this?
Clevenger chips it over the wall, but doesn't get back down, and it's a goal kick for the Wildcats.
It's all right. Good work, boys. Keep it up.
And it was less like, and then it started creeping up.
Driving ball into the middle. Bandy there defending. Smathers comes away with it, plays it forward to Schumacher. Schumacher settles and turns. Ahead to Edson. Edson turns, drops to Schumacher with space. Schumacher with a one-touch in to Clevenger. Clevenger settles down at the top. Gets pushed off the ball by Essery. And into a counterattack for the Wildcats. Reether steps up and wins it, gets it to Clevenger. Back to possession for the Cougars. Schumacher there. Back to Reether. Cross to Bandy. Challenged by Polikov, but Bandy's able to get back to it. Stolen now by the Wildcats into an attack. Too heavy on the pass in, and Rubio is there to pick it up at the top of the box. Rubio with the punt into the middle. Touched by Hart. Salvaggi into the middle for Hart. Ben Bandy, nice step to get in front of the attack by Witt.
On the ball. Turn
And
it
playing
upfield.
out of bounds by the Cougars. It's a throw in for the Wildcats. Henry there to take the throw for the Wildcats. Lincoln Henry, a freshman. Ball into Farmer. Over to number 6, Hart. Farmer back to the ball with some space up top. Makes a move to get to the top of the box. Chipped in, back post, and just wide of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for, or sorry, they're calling it a deflection. It's a corner kick for the Wildcats. Brooks Witt, the freshman, number 2, over to take the corner kick. Wildcats, 4 guys right inside the goal box. Witt with the low ball in. Horton knees it away. Back to Witt at the top. He plays it in. Good ball. And into the goal. And the Wildcats take the 1-0 lead. Three subs in the game for the Wildcats. 34-3.
Hey, White,
Actually, it's
we're
4
better.
subs.
Let's go.
26 and
Get it
24.
back. Come on. Keep working the ball, White.
Restart a play. Reither as the right fullback plays it back into the middle, leaks through, and throw in for the Cougars. Actually, they're reversing it. It's a throw in for the Wildcats. Ramos heads it into the air. Nangle